Are you ready to build a castle in the sky? Are you ready to just build your dreams on a strong financial foundation? Are you running around singing, I want money, lots of money. I want to be rich. Do you want to be rich? Do you want to encompass the feeling of richness in everything you do? Do you want to feel it? Are you ready? Then say you're ready. I am ready for abundant living. I am ready for abundant life. I am ready. The reason why we say this is not because we want to brainwash ourselves or give ourselves this repetitive thought that we really don't feel is possible. We want to activate the energy that sustains the energy of money and the flow of money. It's an energy, it's a current, it's electric, boogie woogie. And if you really want your money, if you really want to make a change, if you really want to, I wanna get rich, then you need to imagine yourself abundant beyond belief. You need to understand that abundance is your birthright. And you need to break out of the pattern that you're in, because if you're in the feeling of lack, ain't nothing coming to you, honey. Let me say this. You can't get nothing from nothing. You gotta have something. So some people may say, well, I feel like I'm starting from nothing. Then we need to change the feeling, because the feeling is the feeling of wealth. And the feeling of this abundance has to come from deep down inside of the enthusiasm and the possibility of anything is possible. And for us not to be so stubborn, as only humans can truly be, and locked down in the ways that money has to come to us, because money can come in so many different forms, and we seem to think it has to follow a particular path. But you're not the electrician. You're not the master electrician of the circuitry of abundance. And if you were, you would realize that there's many different ways to send the current to get it to the destination. So do you want to reroute your current? Perhaps you need to, because if what you're saying is not yielding you everything you desire, then it's time for you to make the change within yourself so that you know you are wired for financial freedom and financial wellness. And there's so many things that you can do to sustain that and support that. So we are in a time in the world where there's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of insecurity. There's a lot of financial hesitation, fear, and of course, in some cases, there's a great deal of lack. And what's lacking in your life? What do you need more of? We want to notice the more of what we desire as opposed to what we don't have. That which we put our attention upon becomes that which we will create. So you're ready to make a new creation. Are you ready to rewire yourself in a way that abundance flows to you with ease and grace? I am the current drawing forth unto me more than enough for all of my financial desires. I am the current drawing forth to me more than enough. More than enough. You are drawing and pulling the universal energy that is infinite. So you don't have to worry that if you ask for a little bit more, that you're taking from your neighbor. Because there's plenty of abundant life and things and financial wellness available to all of us. It's just that we have to break some really hard traditional conditions. Now, money is really something that we look at as kind of finite. It has a beginning and an end. You know, we get a paycheck and we see I have $500 and I only have $500. And $500 may feel like a lot of money when we first get it, but how many of you watching here have known your paycheck was going to be $500 for the week, And then before it's even in your bank account, the current has transferred from one place to another. They redirected the flow of money to end up in your bank account. Thank you, everyone. You worked for it. Only to know that by the time it hits your bank account, by 5 p.m. or after banking hours on Friday, you are now down to only $20. If you've been there, and I think we all have, and maybe you still are, raise your hand. So what can we do to create abundance beyond that weekly paycheck? That's something for you to dance with your soul to come up with a new rhythm for yourself. Because your soul is ready to dance you into new possibilities instead of the traditional, I have only a certain amount of money. So you have to tell the universe, you have to dance with your soul and let your soul and the energy in the universe realize that you're open for money to flow through to you, onto you, through many ways. And this is not a reason to advocate gambling. It's not my intention, but I do want to give you that as an example. So many of us are trying, particularly in these very interesting times, to really hear spirit, to be a little bit more tuned up and lined up with the divine universal flow. And we're trying to get a message from our guides, like, am I going to be okay? What's happening? How is it going? And so we're making this journey to do that, yet we're questioning the connection. So we have to make a conversation with spirit that goes something like this. In the moment of now, I am aware that the flow of money flows to me with ease and grace. I am open and receptive to the flow of money. Therefore, I am redirecting the current from the universe, from multiple streams, multiple spigots, to bring unto me abundance beyond measure. And I am open to multiple possibilities. And so I, the human, am going to break my routine and be open to a different way for abundance to come to me. I'm still going to do what I know to do, but I'm not going to limit myself anymore, for abundance is infinite. And it has no beginning and end. It is a continual flow unto me. How does that feel to even hear that? It is a continual flow unto me. So knowing that this flow of money, this abundant life, gifts, money, opportunities, friendships, relationships, can all flow to you with ease and grace, that should make you feel relieved. But I know some of you are saying, how is that possible? It's possible when you put it into the universe and then you become this open receptor to the universe's infinite possibilities, and I mean infinite. And it could even be as simple as, I was strolling through the park one day in the merry, merry month of September. I was taken by surprise by a $20 bill while strolling through the park one day. Can you imagine? You're walking around, there's no one anywhere, and you look down and there's a 20? How do you know the universe didn't put it right there? Now I know we would like to look around and make sure if someone dropped it, we could give it back to them. That would be the wonderful thing to do. But if there's no one there, and your universal knowing gave you a nudge that said, hey, look down, baby. There's money there for you. You're going to pick it up. And think how great it's going to feel when that extra 20 comes your way. Now, what if you found a 20 and now you're feeling kind of lucky, luck be a lady tonight, and you're feeling this energy and this excitement of luck and money. And so you go to the grocery store, now you're $20 richer, and you pick up these things that you need for the day or the week. And then you're walking by the counter. You know where I'm going now, right? And there's those scratch-off tickets. And then you get this sense, not you pushing to make something happen, because there's a difference. Just this feeling like, I still feel lucky. Let me see what I'm going to play. And you walk over to the counter, and they've got numbers. And you tell the person, I'll take a number 3 and I'll take a number 13. And then you take the 2 tickets, thank the person, you go in your car, and now you're $20, which, by the way, buying the tickets, you're using the universe's 20 to buy because you're $20 richer already. And then what happens? You guessed it. One or both of the tickets are winners, and now you've won, let's say, $200. Now, this is not to say that we want to advocate gambling. It is just used as an example, but it's a possibility. For some of you, you may get this prompting in your house as you're looking at a vase or some toys that belong to your child that really aren't being used, and you say, you know what, I'm going to put this up on an offer up or any other place that you can post it, put it on Facebook, and you're going to put a price, and next thing you know, they're sending you $75 in exchange for the item. Whatever it is, you're now $75 richer. So now you get this feeling like there's other things I have that have value that are not valuable to me in my day-to-day experience any longer, and they're actually devaluing while being here because I'm not appreciating them. So I'm willing to release this object, this item, this toy, this whatever it could be. I'm willing to release it into the universe, and I know someone's going to give me fair value for it, and the universe is going to deliver it as an easy transaction for me. And so that's a way that you can bring abundance. Then you're flipping through the internet, maybe you're on Etsy or eBay, any one of those sites, and then you look and you say, wow, I could do something like that. And it's just a feeling. It's not that you're contemplating, how am I going to make money? What am I going to do? Oh my goodness, it's a feeling. You see, the best direction from Spirit comes when you don't even realize God is talking to you. I know, isn't that the silly part? You're not really sure, but it's a feeling. God speaks in a whisper that is matched with a feeling that is harmonious and joyful. Let me repeat that. God speaks in a whisper that is harmonious and joyful right to you. And it kind of catches you by surprise. It pops up to you. And when God does that, you have this opportunity to align yourself with the feeling. And so now you get it in your head that you have some things that you can take some pictures of, or there's something you've always wanted to make, and you go ahead and put it together, and now in a week or so, you now have streams of money coming. Now, I know you could say to me, well, SarahSpiritual, there's a lot of people on Etsy, a lot of people on eBay, a lot of people on Amazon. How am I going to get noticed? I don't know anything about marketing. These things come with time. You'll be prompted. But what if at just the right moment when you really needed something to come, it did? Because all you did was show up and step out in faith. And in your first week, maybe you yield yourself a few $100 or $1,000. That wasn't on your radar of ways the universe can shower you with abundance a few days or a week ago. And here we are. There's so many things that can happen in the course of a day that are miraculous. And not all of them equate to actual tangible currency like the dollar bill or $100 bill or some coins. Sometimes it's in the act of a service. Sometimes it's in the act of a gift. Sometimes it's in the exchange of ideas where someone gives you a valuable suggestion that allows you to reach a new point in your decision-making process. And from that energy, you step into, you know what, I need to go back to school. And then you decide that you're ready and you're ready to commit. And then you go down the path where you find out how you can get around the fact that you need to work and go to school. So you inquire. And then because you're following the prompting from Spirit, the idea that was kind of birthed right to you from a friend or someone in conversation, now we have this wonderful idea, and the universe begins to put before you the opportunity for grants or student loans, an opportunity for someone to watch your children while you go to school, flexibility from your job, because maybe school is only 2 full days a week and your job lets you work some longer days to accommodate it, and you don't have to leave or quit your job. Yes, it could feel like a heavy load, but it's worth it if the universe allows it all to line up perfectly, because the universe is the governing force of God's energy, orchestrating everything around you, and you are the infinite power. You yourself are the expression of that infinite power. Therefore, you are infinite. I know we look at life as a beginning and an end. And in times like this in the world, we are bombarded by the end and how things seem to be uncomfortable. And we're faced with our own insecurities and feelings of lack or our mortality and fear. But we could fall victim to this hypnotic suggestion, or we could simply choose to follow the flow. Simply choose to open up to new possibilities and allow yourself to release your limited thinking and choose a different path. You know, when I was in this space of wanting to create this Expedito Enlightenment Center, to create a new way of life for myself, certain things had happened that maybe appeared to preclude me from having a lot of choices, but in the stillness of this situation that prevented me from returning to my natural work path that I was on. It was a setback. It might not have been a final, but in the setback, I had some choices to make. And I'm sure many of you, even during these kind of difficult times, yes, are being faced with choices. So you can choose to hold on to what you know and the only things you know, or you can just surrender and just let Spirit reveal to you something else. And that's what I did. And I love this part of my story for the simple fact that I truly surrendered to any of the ideas that I would have even considered a possibility, because at that time I felt as if I didn't have those choices. And sometimes when all choices are removed from you, you're forced to be open. So I was in that place where I was forced to be open and receptive to something new. Otherwise, well, as far as it looked, I wasn't going to be in good shape soon, so I had to make some choices. But I didn't have a path to choose. So in the stillness of not knowing what to do, and it's always said that under the I don't know is the I know. Underneath the not knowing, my knowing, the whisper of God, came to me. And it was joyful and harmonious, and it felt right, even though I didn't know what it meant. I had no idea what it meant. But the joyous whisper that came upon me was just this idea that I needed to be of service, just a feeling, and that I had a magnificent role model who was my teacher. And my teacher had done it in such a very simplistic way and never once inflicted his opinion or tried to superimpose a destiny upon me. He just showed me everything he did. And in a way, I was fascinated by the magical, mystical life that he led. But again, so far removed from who I was, couldn't even have imagined it. But remember, I was void of any choices. I had to be open to what the universe revealed to me. I had to listen for the whisper of God. And I got that joyous feeling, that harmonious feeling that came upon me and said to me, it was just a aha moment that said, I'm supposed to do what my teacher did. That's who I am. And I had no idea what that meant. There was no plan. It was just this sentence, this feeling, and I just sat with it. Remember, I really was out of options. So I sat with a sense and a feeling, and I realized the teachings, the stories, the things I had seen that were miraculous had left a very strong impression upon me. and had forever changed my perspective of life. And now I was about to be put to the test and to take that perspective and actually put it to action and integrate it into an actual life and revise myself, because remember, I didn't have choices. So a new choice had to be birthed from within. And so for many of you, I tell you this story because I know that it's very possible that you are in a spot, feeling a little uncomfortable, feeling the fear and the limitation and the lack. And you're asking yourself this question: how do I survive? How do I come out of this all right? And with so many unknown factors going on in the world, how do I make sure that I am free and infinite and have a currency of abundance flowing to me at all times? How do I make sure that I'm not coming from a place of lack? And what fears do I have to release? Because these times, I'm sure for many of you, are pulling up fears you thought you left in the dust a long time ago. So here you are. So when you follow the whisper and the harmony and the joyous feeling of spirit, when you hear God say an idea within you, amazing things start to happen. So even though you may not understand how you can generate more abundance in your life, or a different stream of income, or receive gifts or assistance from others to assist you on your path, and then in turn, of course, always pay it forward, then I encourage you, I invite you to be still. Be still in the knowing that everything is happening for a reason. Be still in the knowing, understanding that you have a flow that comes to you, and all you need to be is the open receptor. And from a birthed idea of what I couldn't even have imagined was going to be my future, I sit here before all of you now. In a city, in a state where I knew no one, everything came to me. It just kind of opened up. And it's kind of strange to look back and see how everything unfolded. But imagine you want to sell something on eBay or Amazon or perhaps Etsy or somewhere on a website. And you say, well, how are people going to come to me? Well, imagine I open up a place, a physical structure in a city, state that I know no one, and I just sat in the open, infinite receptor of God, and I allowed the energy to flow, and people came. Not just one or two, but every day people came. And from those people, more people came, and the flow and the currency of the abundance of people who I would connect with, who have all led me to all of you, have connected all of us. It was birthed in that moment, in that stillness, in that fearful place of lack and insecurity, uncertainty, and not knowing. It was birthed in an open receptor that was the most powerful knowing and the most powerful current that could propel me to my destiny. So don't look at where you are in life now and look at it as the worst possible thing that could ever happen to you. Don't look at it as a fearful experience, uncomfortable maybe, but under the uncomfortability is comfort. Under the I don't know is I know. So beneath the surface of the breaking free of all the limitations and all the things that you don't know, it's all coming to you. It's all opening up for you so that money will never be an issue for you. You will always have a flow. Yes, there are physical, tangible things you can do. Yes, there are physical, tangible methodologies you can apply. Yes, we are saying things like, invest in certain currencies such as silver and gold, and embrace different ways of exchanging revenue than perhaps the traditional ways. We are asking that we look beyond what we know to do. And if financial people are telling you that, of course spiritual people are going to tell you that, because we've been telling you that for centuries. Look beyond what you think you know, because that's where the divine resides. And all the wisdom is there and available for you to take you and transmute you into the best possible frequency. So I invite you today to embrace your divine birthright and tell yourself, I am abundant beyond measure. I am free of financial limitations. The abundance that flows to me is an infinite supply all the time. Infinite. There is no limitations. Take the cap off of you and pop up and say, I am abundant. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And when talking of money, speaking of money, please don't say, I only have $100, or $300 is a lot of money. You give it a limitation. If that's a lot of money, how are you ever going to get more than that? Because your belief is that's a lot of money. What if you don't even understand what a lot of money is? You couldn't. It's infinite. Don't look at something and say, well, I don't think I can afford that. Now, that doesn't mean we run out and do something that puts ourselves in a financial crunch. But don't look at it and say, it's not possible, I can't afford that. Look at it as, at this moment, I'm uncertain how to get there, but I will look for the clues, and I will wait for the whisper of God and the harmonious, joyful feeling that will take me to what I desire, because what I ask of the universe, in the asking, it is always given. So something that or greater will come to me. That or greater will come to me. Anywhere in that statement do I say I may need to get a cheaper version, a different model? I might only have to settle for $300 and not $3,000? No, I didn't say that. That or greater will come to me. This is how we shift our belief in money. This is how we shift everything that we want to come to us, by believing that we are worthy and it is our birthright and it is always available to us at the snap of a finger. But we as humans choose to hang on to the baggage and the bundle of limitations that have weighed us down again for centuries. So today, I want money. Lots and lots of money. You are already rich beyond measure, so let's have it in the physical manifestation, shall we? Come on and say, I am rich beyond measure. I am abundant beyond measure. Share that with yourself and your friends, and embrace the abundant living that is here for you. I am so glad that we are here together for our Sunday Funday. I know we're going to have a lot of fun, because we are here to be in harmony. We are here to be in joy. We are here to be in a connective circle of energy that will fuel it, all of your desires. And we've got some products that assist you in this journey. I've got some money oil that even some people in the feed, they'll attest to using a SarahSpiritual money oil. And let me tell you, that money oil has the power to really clear the energy so you can move forward and attract even more abundance into your life. We've got quite a lot of testimonies as to the power of the money oil. Matter of fact, someone who follows our feed actually is going to take the money oil home to some family members in another country, because she just knows that they would love the money oil. So we are embracing all the tools that assist us on the journey, but you hold the key, my friends. You hold the key to shower yourself with money. So we want it to rain money. We are ready for that. How's everyone doing here on the feed? Glad to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. It is going to be a great time. I know that we are going to give you an open reading for everyone here, and then we're going to be doing some individual questions and answering those questions and really sharing our experiences with each other. And we're going to touch base with Helena while I take out some cards. We've got some new cards that we're going to be using today. Helena, how you doing? Are you feeling rich? Are you feeling wealthy? Are you feeling abundant beyond measure?
You know, yesterday, before you sent me the topic, I had an itch. I was like, I need some money. I found something in my house. I posted it up on OfferUp, and in 2 hours, I was $150 richer. And I was like, oh, yes.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, see, there you go.
Absolutely.
And how did that feel?
I was like, I felt like I just poured money oil over my head because I was rubbing it on my hands all week. I was like, I need money all week. I was like, show me something, show me some kind of easy way where I could just get something to help me along the way. And that's what came to me. So
wonderful,
I was
wonderful.
excited.
And so was it something that you used or?
Nope, just sitting in my house doing nothing. And wasn't going to appreciate and value or be anything I used in any way. So off it went. And in came my money.
In came your money, see? And just
Yep.
like that.
Yep. And I was very hesitant to do it too a while ago. I was like, oh, I knew I should have done it, but I just went and did it.
Well, it's the perfect time. Why were you hesitant to do it before?
You know, those other thoughts of, well, maybe I'll use it, or oh, I don't need it right now, or just all those human things that holding you back from really getting what I wanted.
So we've got some interesting cards for all of you today. We have our Unicorn Tarot. We're going to put this down here for everyone to just kind of see the beauty of that Unicorn Tarot. It's a beautiful card. And we are going to, I see Helena pull these two cards for us. So,
Yes.
Manifesting a miracle. Your dream is soon to be a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow the guidance. So that's the card that we pulled here. And then we also have, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So this is, we have to manifest our miracle. So the universe here, and it's got this beautiful tree of life, the universe is here supporting us in everything that we desire. So we are glad to have you all here. We are manifesting some money. If you missed the opening, we hope you pop back in the feed later and catch the opening, because it gave you some tips on how to create the flow of abundance no matter where you are in this time of your life. We are here to assist you in the creation of your financial wellness and destiny. So we're going to open up to Spirit and give everyone their group message. We've got quite a few different decks here, and I'm going to feel compelled to use a few different ones for all of you. And I'm going to be using first our mystical wisdom cards, actually universal wisdom. These are the universal wisdom ones, and we're going to take two cards from the universal wisdom. That's going to be to open us here today, because we've got some important messages. There's a full moon coming, and the energy is really heavy and dense, and it's time to release things, everyone. And this is a very important time for all of you. And we have the amethyst wings, which means it's time to transform yourself. Everyone, it's time to raise your vibration and transform yourself from where you've been to the new paradigm, the new way of being. And it's a major transformational card. And for many of you, this time has been a time of rest. And I know some of you have been able to get rest, and others of you have not gotten enough rest because your mind is going. It's time to go within, rest, do your metamorphosis, much like the butterfly, and reach the new divine heights that are possible for you on all levels of life, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially. It's all there for you. And then we're going to take from our divine feminine wisdom cards. I love these cards. They're very powerful cards. And we're going to take two cards from there because we are following up for the messages for the group. So as I pull for each of you, I'm going to have 2 cards from there, and that's going to give us our wisdom from our feminine, divine feminine energy. We always want to tune into the divine feminine energy. This is the energy that kind of aligns us to that yin and yang feeling. And Ayana is the queen of heaven and earth, and it says, I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. I see and accept all that I am. You know, you cannot run from yourself. You are who you are, and many of us, because we've been driven by distraction, we've been running from ourselves. We have not allowed ourselves to be free in our own authenticity because we've had to put on a mask, not a face mask, a mask of illusion to mesh in the world. And now's not the time to run in that energy any longer. It's time for you to be free of the illusions and be your true authentic self and align yourself with the people who love you and honor you and appreciate you for who you are and are a divine match. And the divine feminine energy wants you to be in tune with all that is nurturing and loving and caring. So tune in and tap into the divine energy and embrace all that you are. And then we have our Lady of the Hermits, the Black Madama, and she says, I transform all the suffering into the greatest capacity of joy for myself. So all of the suffering is being transformed now. And this is the time to awaken out of this sorrow and this lethargy that we've been experiencing, this heavy, dense energy on the earth. It's time for you to just pop free of that and choose it. And for some of you, it's going to require a really big word, courage. And that courage has to come from deep within your soul, because it's time to rise above the circumstance, the conditions, the limitation, and embrace your capacity to be strong and release the suffering. Because out of the suffering will come the transformation and the greatness that is you. And then as we move forward, we are going to tap into the energy of our unicorn cards. We're going to take 3 unicorn cards. We haven't used these yet here on the show, but we're going to put them together for all of you. And then we're going to go to some messages individually for each one of you. We're going to see how many people we can get to today. And we're going to pull 3 of our unicorn cards and see what the unicorns have to say for us. And this is a really pretty deck, and it makes you think of the fantasy and the mysticism of the unicorns and their magical qualities. And when one is trying to create abundance, one really wants to use the energy of the unicorn. And here we go. We've got our unicorn energy. That is the 2 of Pentacles for the unicorn. And you know what? We've got some financial juggling going on. You know, we're kind of limited in our perspective. And how on point is that we have this energy of juggling and not feeling like there's enough to go around. So this is the 2 of Pentacles for the unicorn, and it's saying, you know what, we're doing a balancing act, and we need to kind of free ourselves from the limitation that we only have 2 bits of money. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So think of this. We're talking about the money class here. We got our little money opening. We've got our abundance, and look, we've got pentacles, which represent money. And in the unicorn world here, we've got the page carrying the pentacles and bringing you. So for each one of you, there's an abundance coming to you. There's word, a message that there's some financial news that's coming for you. But remember, if you're stuck in the limitation and you're not being open to what the possibilities could be outside what you know as your existence, perhaps it'll be difficult for you to recognize when this Page of Pentacles shows up, and it's not Publishers Clearinghouse, by the way, and there's some way, news of abundance that comes to you, or an idea, much like Helena said earlier. You know, sometimes the page is the person that's giving you that idea, that spark that ignites a way to generate money. And then the next is the Ace of Cups, which to me is one of the most powerful cups in the deck, the cards in the deck, because this is really a contract, a union, a connection, something divinely ordained, relationship-wise, connection-wise. It's all here for you. So we've got a lot of power in this unicorn message for all of us. So, and for some of you, you know, to me, this also can represent a connection of love and marriage. So it's really more of a union. So there's a union for many of you here. And when you kind of break bread with people and you share experiences, then we form common ground. And in this common ground, we form pockets of connectivity that are agreements and unions that are relationship-based, that can assist us all on the journey of life. So this is your time, everyone. Don't let this madness in the world distract you from where you are meant to be. You have so much going for you. It's not what it appears to be in your individual experience unless you allow the collective chaos to impede your creativity, your harmony, and your joy. This is a time to go within and find your playful, cheerful, youthful self and embrace the possibilities. When you were little, you didn't worry that you had no friends to play with. Maybe for a few minutes you're like, oh, I don't have anyone, and you were sad, and you kind of kicked your foot on the ground, and you got a little pouty, and then your mom just kind of was like, well, go keep yourself amused, and you did that, just that. You began to make up imaginary friends. Only I'll say, were they really imaginary? I don't know. I think they probably were your spirit guides and your angels, but you dealt with what was presented to you as a child, and you used what? Your imagination. And so I want us, just because we're not in this energy of joy and fun, because there's so much going on in the world, I want you to go into the energy of fun. I want you to step into the joyful self and embrace your imagination, because in the imagination, you will find the creation of a new way for yourself. And this is going to make all the difference in the world. So we're going to get ready to do some personal sessions here. We've got a class coming up, and we have a couple of other classes coming up that we haven't posted yet. So those are almost top secret, so we'll talk about them too. Like Helena's like, I don't remember making anything for another class, but we have, first of all, on Tuesday night, we've got a chakra class. You feeling stuck, stagnant? Are you tired? Do you poop out at parties? Well, I'm the vitamin and vitamin girl, or shall I say I'm the vitamin and chakra girl. And it's time for us to align and transform your chakras. And if you don't know anything about your chakras, you want to learn about what each chakra represents and how to align them and tune into that energy and utilize them for your spiritual path, then this is the class for you. The class is only $11, and it will be on this Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and it is available online, so all of us, no matter where we are able to participate. Can't catch it live? That's okay. Register, and you will receive the link, and then you'll be able to watch it at a later time. So we're really excited for our chakra class, and then we have our forgiveness class coming up at the end of the month. We haven't made anything for that, but there is a forgiveness class, and if you're holding on to some junk, you got some emotional junk in your trunk, then I think you need the forgiveness class. And this is going to be a powerful meditation. It's going to help you align to what needs to be released and to open you up to new possibilities. And then we will also have an Archangel Michael class and celebration and meditation coming up, and that's going to be at the end of the month. So we've got a few things that we are showcasing here, and we haven't released all of our September information because we're not quite in September yet, but I thought since you're on my Sunday Funday, we'd give you the heads up. Look for the forgiveness class and look for our Archangel Michael. It's going to be an online celebration meditation class. We're going to teach you how to tune into the power of Archangel Michael. I know this is going to be a great experience, and it happens to fall on Archangel Michael's day. So who could ask for more? So we're going to go to answer some questions. I'm so glad to have you. Let's say hi to everyone here. Fran Kraft is laughing over there. She says, oh no, the knock on the door, it's not Publishers Clearinghouse. I know, Fran, you're playing, but I know you were hoping they would come to your door tomorrow, but maybe next time, Fran. But this time it's your Page of Pentacles knocking, saying, here you go, Fran Kraft, we got some money for you. So who do we have here, Helena? I'll have a sip of water and kind of get us going here. Oh, you know what? Spirit told me to pull a heart card. Let's see what heart card we're going to pull for everybody.
Oh, yeah. I pulled your first two there.
I know.
Those came flying out, actually.
Oh, wow. I love this. Imagine unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. Oh, I'm going to say bam. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Take a look at that, everyone. This is so powerful. And that's what we were just talking about. We were just sharing that with everybody.
These cards have definitely confirmed the money. I mean, those pentacles and the unicorn cards, and we weren't even going to rip those out. We were like, you know what, change them. So that's pretty cool.
It is cool. I'm really grateful for Spirit for playing along. I love when Spirit and us play so well together. We play well with others. Yes, indeed.
What's the art on the back of that one?
The art on the back of this one is kind of interesting.
Ooh.
It's a feminine energy kind of meshing into the energy of a tree. And, you know, to me, a tree has such vast, powerful energy. And, you know, the roots run really deep and really far. So I don't think we ever really know how far a tree's roots can run. So your opportunities and possibilities are much further than you think. You've got so many opportunities that can reach to so many new heights. So we're so excited that you are sharing this experience with us. Helena, what do we got going on here?
So we're going to start with Ricky Martinez. I believe Ricky is new. Ricky is asking, will I talk to my mother and will I get my own place with a woman? Money's my big issue.
Will I talk to my mother? Well, it seems like we've got like three things going on. So, Ricky, the first thing that I'm made aware of is that financially, money seems to have been a little sticky for the past 10 months. So even before this pandemic started, I feel like money wasn't really flowing for you. I feel as if because you were think out of the box and you're not your traditional person, you're very much of a free spirit. I feel like you and your mom have not always been on the same page. And sometimes people around you try to kind of put you in a box and limit the way you are. What I see here for you, Ricky, is that there's going to be an opportunity for you to increase your money. I know money feels like a big issue, but I feel as if there's a creation or an opportunity that comes because of an idea or because of a collaboration that helps increase the flow of money to you. Will you move and get your own place? Well, yes, Ricky, there is something that's going to come for you to get your own place. But right now, I feel like we're battling some financial wounds, some old financial energy, even like your health doesn't seem to be 100%. So I do feel that there will be a place. And when you ask if you're going to have a place with a woman, I'm really hearing, will I have a relationship, Sarah? And that answer is yes, Ricky. There is a relationship that comes for you. And when I look at the relationship timeline, it seems to be a 2021 time for this apartment and this meeting of someone. I feel like you've got a little ways to go before you redevelop your relationship with finances. And, you know, make up your best with mom because it's really important that you two do have an opportunity to talk. Thanks so much, Ricky Martinez, for your question. Who else do we have?
We are going to go to Deborah Cumberledge.
Yes.
Deborah says, I would like to serve my fellow humans in a way or ways that is or are both helpful to them and meaningful to me. Where should I begin?
Well, first of all, find out where your passion lies. Wanting to help others is great, but what do you like to do with others? Do you like to make them laugh? Do you like to make them feel good? Do you like to make them feel joyful? How do you like to interact with people? And you have a very strong spirit in the spiritual world, so there's a strong connectivity with you. And essentially, my dear, you're very kind and loyal, and you're very good at organizing. So I feel as if there's an opportunity that you can create that's going to be of service to others in a grand scale, in the expression of an organization or a group of help or self-help to people that will assist them on their path. I feel as if there's an essence of you that has an energy of a healer. So this energetic being within you, this healer, is going to want to create a nurturing, caring environment so that they can find their divine healing. Thank you so much, Deborah, for your question. Who else do we have, Helena?
We're going to go to Helen Marquez. I think a lot of us can relate to this. Sarah, why am I so out of it?
Lord, yeah, that's been the past few months. Everyone's been feeling a little out of it. But I also know for you, Helen, what we're looking at is this energy of the end of 2019 and to the beginning of 2021, it was kind of a sluggish energy for you. And I think you really had a vision of what 2020 was going to look like for you, and it never happened. And there's a big shift in the frequency on the planet, so everything was put to a halt. And we may have things going on in the world physically that are halting things, but energetically, things are kind of at this really slow-moving, grinding, agitated halt. And the energy is very dense. And we are being asked as spiritual individuals, humans, to release our old beliefs and conditions. And you're releasing a lot of toxicity of bad beliefs, bad interactions with other people, and crossed energies that was slowing you up for many, many years in your life. And this is draining the flow of you. So when I move you into this 2021 energy, I feel like you'll feel much more solid. But I want you to consider it as a purge or a detox. And when you start to feel heavy or out of it, take some time to rest, but then do your best to align yourself to some nurturing and caring so that you can replenish the body, plenty of liquids, do some juicing, eat more vegetables, clear the body, a little apple cider vinegar and some water, and kind of purge out the heaviness in the body so that you can be aligned more with your spirit, and then you'll have that free, footloose, fancy-free feeling. Thank you so much, Helen, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
I love all these Helens and Helenas around.
I know,
here.
I'm like, who am I talking to?
We're getting triple that Helen energy. We got Kovila Debbie Kula next, though. Sarah, she says, thank you for your guidance and prayers. She's starting a new job on
7/18, right?
Yeah, 9/1. Her birthday's 7/18, yes.
Got it. Okay.
She's got her date switched on us.
Okay, got it.
Any advice for her on the new job starting on 9/1? Thank you.
Well, first of all, I'm really glad you're starting your job in September and not October. So congratulations on your new job. I believe we were talking about some financial transformation and shift in a previous live, Devi Kulin. So we're very glad that you're making this transition. And for you, this time is your personal empowerment time. It's a time for you to really honor yourself, applaud yourself, move yourself forward. Unconditional love and empowerment are yours. And this is going to be a nice stepping stone to what I see can be another role as a result of this job, either within the job or outside of the organization at a future time. But this is really a great place for you to be for now. There's more growth coming for you, but we really needed to have something different, and this is offering you the difference that you were looking for. So thank you, Debbie Kulin, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Next, we're going to go to Cindy Higgins. Cindy says, Sarah, I have been speaking, praying, and believing for some things. So every day I look for them, but not sure if there is something that I need to be doing to speed things up.
Well, Cindy, you ask the $1 million question, Cindy. And so in the noticing that it's not here yet, we are noticing the absence. And in the noticing of the absence, we notice the lack. And in the lack, we create the space where there's nothing. And therefore, we make it difficult for it to come. So it's almost as if we have to ask and pray and trust and be in this energy of knowing it's already done, in the asking it's given, and then trust that it's going to manifest and appear almost in a way that surprises you and least expect it, because you're not sitting there waiting. When anyone is ever waiting to create money, to shift their consciousness, to make a difference in their life, to ask for a life partner or a move, whenever we're focusing on, this is what I need to do, this is what I have to do. Okay, God, are you with me? Angels, are you with me? And we ask and we ask and we ask and we talk and we talk and we talk. We're pushing away. We need to ask and then trust that it's going to come. And as far as speeding it up, everything's in its divine time. And so to speed it up, the first step is stop thinking about it, stop talking about it. You asked, they got your order. It's just like when you gave your order to the waitress, you saw her give it in to the cook, you know it got brought into the kitchen, and now you're sitting here going, where's my dinner? Well, dinner's coming. They're just backed up in the kitchen. In this case, it's not so much a kitchen being backed up, it's the universe realigning things so that things can drop in your lap at the perfect time, and you need to be ready to receive. Many of us ask for things, want things in our life, but we're not really ready to receive what we say we want, what we think we want, and therefore it slows up because we're not in a space to receive it with the beauty and the harmony that the universe has for us. But I will tell you, Cindy Higgins, that your prayers were heard, and that I know last year seems a little uncomfortable 2019, I don't even know what year it is anymore, and 2020, of course, has been a little weird in many ways. But when I look at this 2021 time, I feel as if you're in a really strong place. So everything's coming piece by piece. It's all going to fit together perfectly. Trust this experience. You're on a new paradigm, a new energy, and you, Cindy Higgins, are beginning a new cycle of 9 years. So this is like whitewashing the walls and saying, what color of beauty will I paint my life? Thanks so much, Cindy Higgins, for that question. Very good question, powerful question, and a question that allows us to teach each of you, because I love to use your questions as a teaching tool as well. Who else do we have?
Next, we are going to Tammy Dawn, and Tammy Dawn is asking, what actions can I take right now that will help me further my career?
Well, Tammy Dawn, the first thing that I see here for you is that change is coming, and to further your career, you need to get out from underneath where you are, because I feel like there's a cap, a limit, or a person that's kind of preventing you from navigating to the next step. And there is a possibility, they make me feel like there's a skill, a test, something that is added on that provides more value and financial stability for you by doing this. But I feel like where you are is a limitation. So this is the year of closing chapters and change. So change something in where you work or who you work with or under, and things will begin to change for you, Tammy Dawn. This is the time, this year is a time of change. Really got started for you in the beginning of the summer. So you've got the next 6 months of recalibration, so that you can really get yourself ready for what's to come by your next birthday. Thank you so much, Tammy Dawn. Great to have you be a part of this Sunday Funday. Who else do we have?
Next, we're going to Steph Sasson.
Yes.
Steph is getting many angel numbers from Spirit, but 22 is so loud. What do they want her to know?
You have to be open with an open heart, Steph. It's a time for you to embrace new horizons, and that your angels are supporting you. This is the time of trusting your intuition and opening your heart and not looking to force anything, just allowing it all to come. Trust that your angels are with you. 22 is a powerful master number, so this number represents the energy of ascended master connections as well, because they are guiding you with their strength. Thank you so much, Steph Sasson, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
We're going to go to Brandy Bryant Johnson. She says, Sarah, my mother just passed Thursday, and she's very lost and unable to rest. What guidance does her guides have to push her through this loss and not lose herself?
First of all, Brandy Bryant Johnson, thank you so much for your question, and we, of course, give you our condolences. I do feel like, I think you were just on our Facebook feed on Wednesday, so you were connecting with us. So we are here for you. We are great support, and we send you much love and condolences during this challenging time. You have to trust that in the passing of your mother, that even though she's not in the physical next to you and you don't have that access to her, she is always accessible, she's always with you, and she will always feel you and send you her energy of love. And even though you cannot see her, she's on the other side of life, embracing the essence that is you with her own divine essence. She has returned to the divine spark of energy, the divine essence that she is, and the way you do not lose yourself in this sorrow and this grief is to understand that it is not goodbye, it is just technically see you later, because you will see her again, but in the meantime, before you see soul to soul, you will feel her energy. I do believe, Brandy Bryant Johnson, that she's going to come to you in some form, be it in a feeling that she's with you in the room, or she's going to come to you in the dream state and give you that comfort that she is okay and she is in a space of peace. Thank you so much, Brandy, and again, we are sorry for the loss of your mom. Thank you. Who else do we have?
Next, we are going to go to Tina Calloway. She says, a tower moment has happened with a relationship. Oh, no. Okay, so advice from Spirit on proceeding forward.
So when the tower gets imploded, it has no other choice but to implode, explode, and just fall apart. Sometimes when a relationship is in a time of transition and change is needed in the relationship in some form, we will have that tower moment, and it will come to a head, and we need to just let everything drop. And how shall you proceed forward? Just be and let it unfold and see whether this relationship is something that can stand the test of time after this, or is it just truly meant to be the conclusion once and for all with no regrets, so that you can have a different perspective in your relationships and the people that you attract. I know, Tina Calloway, this is going to be challenging for you, but just trust that out of the rubble, the phoenix will rise, and something beautiful is going to be birthed from this. Thank you, Tina Calloway, for that Facebook question. Who else do we have? Yeah, it's always crazy when you get that tower moment, or when you pull the tower card, you're like, oh my God, what's going to happen now? But it's sometimes it's necessary. Who else do we have?
Let me see here. We've got a lot of people who's got loved ones on the other side that we feel like we're getting messages from. I can relate to that. Let's go up here to Sarah Machia.
Yeah.
She said she used the money oil last week, and right after she was asked by a family friend to babysit and watch her autistic son 10 hours a day once a week. She would pay her for it, but she's nervous about it and considering it. Would this be a good thing for me to do?
Well, Sarah, it's something that you can try to do. I understand that maybe you're not familiar with the care necessary and keeping someone's son amused during that 10-hour period. But as long as you are schooled in what is necessary for keeping the son content, I think it's something that you can give it a whirl. You asked for abundance to come to you. It's an opportunity, and it'll give you deeper compassion and understanding for your friend, for your family and their son. So this will be a good opportunity for you to expand your compassion. And I do feel that this is something that you can do once a week. You have nothing to do but try it, and then you'll see. But if you let fear get in the way of this, you'll never know. So open up your heart and give it a whirl. I'm sure your angels and guides will be with you, Sarah Machia, when you are sharing your love and time with this wonderful young boy. Thank you so much. Who else do we have?
Next, we're going to Marcy Smith. Marcy is asking, do you see me getting hired on a full-time job? Will my life start to come together?
Come together right now. Okay, so we've got here, So the first thing that I'm aware of is that this is a great networking connection, social year for you. This is the time for you, Marcy Smith, to be getting a full-time job and making those connections. And I feel like that is going to offer you different flexibility in your finances. I do feel that there is work coming for you. I do feel that this full-time job comes, and it feels like, the way it feels to me is it feels like it's less than 2 months. That's the feeling around it. Time being an illusion, but that's how Spirit equates it to me. So I trust that you, my dear Marcy Smith, are going to have an opportunity to begin this full-time position, and then that will financially create a better platform for you so that you can get your life in a better place so that you have all the freedom that you want. Thank you, Marcy Smith. Keep us posted on this upcoming full-time job, because it's time for you to feel more secure. Thank you. Who else do we have?
We've got Miss Morgan Light. Morgan Light would like to know if you see her finances improving soon.
Morgan Light, yes indeed. This is the time for you in this energy to be creative and to kind of step out of the box and really look at how creative can you be in the ways that you create abundance, and financial windfalls will come to you. I also feel, Morgan Light, that there's a business or an idea that you're thinking of putting into motion, that now would be a good time to really formulate these ideas into something physical and tangible so that you can have a different stream of revenue coming for you. Morgan Light, finances increase, and you want to include your creativity in the point of attraction. Think outside the box in the ways that finances can increase, and also give great thought and consideration to an idea or a business process that you were thinking of, because now's the time for you to move forward. Thank you, Morgan Light, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here, Helena?
I got a couple of love questions for you. You ready here?
I'm ready for love.
Oh, yeah. We got Joy Christina Wright. Looks like she's asking about David. She's wondering what's going to go on in the next 6 months to a year with David.
Well, Lord, David's a complicated kind of guy, so I don't know right now, because sometimes we don't know what David's thinking. So, but Joy Christina Wright, I feel like, you know, the two of you have this dance that you do. He dances in, he twirls you around, we think we're good, we're hotter than hot, and then what happens? He pulls back, and you're left standing on the dance floor going, David? Where are you, David? And so now we want to formulate a better understanding of communication where both people feel free to express what they want to express and not have this fear. Like, I feel like sometimes he doesn't want to say something to you because he doesn't want to disappoint you, or he has too many thoughts in his head and he kind of freaks himself out, and then he pulls back, and you don't want to do or say anything to make him kind of pull back. So you're watching what you say. So how do I see David and you for the next 6 months? Open, free communication. I feel like the last disconnect and this reconnect are the time where you get to solidify this connection so that we don't have that pop out again as we have for a while. So David will be engaging a bit more, and it's up to both of you to develop a stronger communication for this relationship to extend beyond 6 months throughout the next year, which will take us into 2021. I know that this is a very deep soul connection between the two of you, and Joy Christina Wright, I want you to trust that everything's going to work out just fine. You really need to both be on the same frequency in order for this to work. Thank you so much. Who else do we have?
We're going on the love train. Miss Isabella Fox, I remember her asking about love, and here we go. She met a Carlos. Does Spirit see her having a special loving partnership with him?
Well, Carlos is kind of intense. He's well, not kind of, he's intense, honey. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic relationship between the two of you. I feel like this is an important year for him to expand to new horizons, expand his connections. And I really feel like he's kind of getting ready to make a major shift in his life that's going to lead him through 2021 so that 2022, oh Lord, he's really where he wants to be. So there's quite the bit of transformation going around Carlos. Is he capable of loving? He is capable of loving. I feel a little guardedness. Don't know if I want to place that with him or with you, but I feel this guardedness. You both have to be your true, authentic self. Last year for you, Isabel, was a purging year of releasing and just trusting that everything's going to fall into place for you. And this year is a time as we move into your birthday time in October for you to really say, I want a whole new life. I am ready, universe. Come on, let's go. I am open and receptive, and I am open and receptive to an equal vibrational partnership, an equal vibrational love, and show me the truth within Carlos's heart. Because he's a really intense, passionate guy. I just see him going through his transformation. Be careful not to interpret anything that he goes through as something personal, because he's just got to go through his process. Thanks so much, Isabella Fox, for your Facebook question. We got some rain coming in here.
Oh yeah, I just wrote a comment. They're coming in to cleanse our disbeliefs.
They are. We got the thunder and the lightning, and it's happening.
Oh yeah.
Who else do we have here?
Going back on that love trail, we got Amy Bradley. She says, I feel like my marriage is crumbling. Will I be able to provide a good life for my son on our own?
Your marriage is going through a major transformation. You are both redefining yourselves, and it's creating this really big gully between the two of you. You and your son will be fine. You will be able to, if it comes to that choice, you will be able to provide for your son and be fine on your own. But Amy Bradley, it's not time for that yet. So let's not put, as my grandmother would say, the cart before the horse. The marriage is going through a transformation. It is able to be revived and recalculated, recalibrated. It's okay to do that. It's just I feel like he's going through his own major transformation with his career, and it's really creating a disconnect from you and the relationship. Amy Bradley, you will know more about this relationship and understand a better place for where you stand as we come into the end of November, into December of this 2020 year, and then you'll have a better idea in conversation where you feel you want to go, and perhaps he will be on that same page as well. Thank you so much, Amy Bradley. Don't count it done just yet. Thanks so much. Who else do we have?
I love this question that just came in from Linda.
Yes.
She says, I would really love to buy a puppy. How can I tell what puppy is meant to be with me?
That's a great question. Well, you know, puppies pick us. We don't really pick our puppies. And to find a dog that is going to be something that no matter what you can care for. So I don't know how you feel, but I don't feel a giant big dog. I just feel, and I'm not saying a little teeny little teacup thing either, but I do feel like there's a dog there for you that's not too big and not too small, just right. And I'm feeling for you, Linda Santoro, that this puppy is something that's going to bring you some great joy and unconditional love. And someone who's kind of like, you know, my spirit guides kind of call it a spiritual emotional support dog, because it kind of gives you that unconditional love and keeps you aligned and attuned to spirit. So just trust that the universe will provide you with an opportunity. I am kind of partial to a couple of particular types of dogs that I feel make really good spiritual companions. So I'll be happy to share that with you in a private message. But there's some opportunities for a puppy coming for you, and I know that it can bring you a lot of joy and love. Thank you so much, Linda Santoro. You'll know when it's time to pick the right puppy. Thank you. Who else do we have?
I want to go to YouTube. I have Lourdes on YouTube asking, when will I become financially independent?
You know, Lourdes, I know it's been like an up and down kind of situation for you, and things have been uncomfortable at times. But what I see here for you is that finances and financial independence and a kind of a freedom from the lockdown that you may be in from a tether to a job seems to come around in this 2021 time. Kind of placed you in June 2021. Kind of feel like things are in a nice financial place. I feel like you're stronger and that you're able to sustain yourself. This is a process for you, but 2021 for you, Lourdes Solar, represents financial wellness, financial stability, and the opportunity to achieve a new financial platform. Thank you so much, Lourdes Solar, for your Facebook question. You know, finances are a big question for people. It really is. Where are we going to go? And even retiring and getting ready for what that looks like. That's an interesting picture these days. Who else do we have?
I've got Anita Joseph. She says, I've had money issues ever since I became an adult. Will this be the rest of my life?
No, Anita Joseph, it won't be the rest of your life. But I feel like a lot of it has been a learned behavior and a limitation and a belief around money that was passed down to you from your family, particularly resting it in the mother's perception of money. So when I move you into this energy of your financial wellness, I feel like by 2022 you are on this really strong financial platform and things feel solid. I actually feel like there's a new job role that comes for you in 2021 that puts you on pace for something even better. Even though you may say you love your current job, there's a better job coming, and it's going to be an opportunity to give you financial freedom. You have some work to do around your limited beliefs of lack, and once you release those, things will begin to open up. Go back if you did not listen to the opening of this Sunday Funday and see if you can glean some tricks and some ways to shift your consciousness around finances. Thank you so much, Anita Joseph, for that Facebook question. And yes, if you go to my website, SarahSpiritual, we do have classes that we have taught on abundance. We've done a Show Me the Money class, so you can find more classes that have been previously taught that perhaps you missed on my SarahSpiritual.com. So you know what, we've got some people here in the room, and Spirit is making me put down some more cards here. So we're going to get some people messaging here. Let's see, we got to pull a couple cards for the group because Spirit's making me feel like we need to do that. So we have the Knight of Rods, So, you know, some of you feel like you're kind of doing battle, and it's been like a tough go, and things have been kind of complicated for you, and Spirit wants you to know that out of this struggle, this strife, this complication, this battle, right here, you're going to come out ahead, because the next card is the Page of Pentacles. So no matter, I love this, no matter what financial trials and tribulations you are going through, bam, I see the universe bringing you a financial solution. So you may be feeling out of sorts, but abundance is coming to you. And I say this to everyone who's watching the feed, because this is an important time for everybody to embrace the beauty of money. So money is our really powerful tool here. So from struggle, we have the flow of abundance. Helena, give me another question. Let's see what else we've got going on here.
Oh, yeah. You know we got these questions.
We got questions. We got people saying, am I in the queue? If you put your question, you're in the queue. We can only get to so many questions. We take the question that Helena's drawn to. I don't always have a say in this matter. I'm so busy doing everything else, I can't even pick the questions to everybody.
I even let Spirit guide me to the question, too.
Oh, well, excuse me.
I'm using my SarahSpiritual training over here.
Yeah, how's your class training been going for you, Helena?
I would say, without a doubt, I'm doing pretty good.
You're doing pretty good.
Good, yeah. Because I mean, I still got a couple of things I could work on or two, you know, like usual.
Oh, well, I can't wait for us all to sign up for the forgiveness class. Lord, Jiminy Crickets, that's going to be like, all right, we're gonna get your tissues out for that class.
I'm hot
we're
thinking
gonna be
about
ready.
it, like sweating.
Yeah. All right, who do we have here?
We got Caitlin. Today is her dad who passed away. His birthday was today. Is there a message from Dad on this lovely birthday?
Yeah, I'm hearing a couple of things in my head. So, interesting. So I'm hearing butterflies are free, and then I'm hearing this song, I'm as free as a bird now. Right? So there's this energy, and this bird will never change. So your dad is in this sense of freedom, but he still is who he is, and very much around you. And I'm also feeling, Caitlin, that there's something that ties you to your dad in something physical, but almost looks like it's a symbol or a picture. So I don't know if there's a tattoo or something that reminds you of your dad or ties you to your dad, but there's just this connection of a picture or symbol that he's giving me. Appreciate that, a feedback from that here, but it's real quick. He wants you to know he's as free as a bird, and his bird is never going to change, and butterflies are free to fly. So there's something about your dad just feeling very free, and he's free from any limitations that he was in the physical world. Hopefully that makes sense to you, Caitlin. Thank you so much. And we're sorry that your dad is not here in physical, but know that he is very much connected to you. And let me know what that kind of feeling is as far as the symbol is. So we appreciate that as well. Thank you so much. Kind of taking a look at some of the messages that we have here.
Someone pop up, she says she has a tattoo of his birthday.
Okay, thank you so much for that confirmation, because it's just making me feel like there's something on you that was like a symbol or something that represented him. So thank you so much for that. Caitlin, good to know that he's with you, and thank you for that confirmation. I love, and I guess your dad was kind of a free spirit, kind of set in his ways. So he's still him, just a little freer up there. Who else do we have?
Next we have Alicia. She is amazing.
Amazing.
She says a friend is now seeming to be a possible life partner, and where's the money?
Well, I don't think it's in your life partner's pocket, so let's take a look and see where we're going with this one here, because we got two questions kind of hidden into one here. So a friend is seemingly to be a life partner. This person is a very free spirit, and they are going through their own resurrection within themselves, and this pandemic seems to have brought out quite a bit of change for them. And you, my friend, well, you are in this wonderful energy of really networking and building up some energy. Where's the money? I want money, lots and lots of money. I know things are tied up and slowed up and kind of legally hiccuped but I want you to know that things are going to open up and there's going to be a new opportunity for you to generate some money. I know we have a couple of things that have to come to pass. It's going to take some time, but the money's coming. In the meantime, while you're waiting for the money to come from one particular way, I want you to be open to another way of money flowing to you that has nothing to do with what you're kind of working towards. Thank you so much, Alicia. Amazing, because it's going to be an amazing 2021 for you. Thanks so much. Who else do we have?
We've got Miss Iris Ulrich. She's looking for a financial outlook until the end of the year.
Financially, it's going to be actually a positive year for you. When you come out of this year, as you close into December, I feel like there's some extra money. We got things a little more under control. There's money saved. And I actually feel like it kind of propels you into a good flow of money for 2021. The outlook that was looking partly gray and cloudy in this early 2020 begins to turn sunny and bright for the November-December period of 2020. So the world may go through some financial strategies, but you've been kind of keeping your intentions on your abundance, and abundance will surround you at the close of this year. Thank you, Iris Ulrich, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
I want to go to Miss Levon Aquarius, see if we can possibly make a connection to her grandmother who either passed in 2012 or her mother February of 2017. Is there anything that they want her to know?
So, Levon, the first thing that I have here is that I have to talk about you first, because you are very aligned and spiritual in your own connections. And I feel as if, and the grandmother feels as if she's connected to the mother's mother, and the mother have passed. Can you confirm with me that it's the two of them on that side, please, as I get ready to continue with you? If you're on the feed right now, if you could just let us know that it is the mother and the mother's mother, because they're taking me to the mother's side of the family. So I want to be sure that I'm connecting with the right connection here, because otherwise I have to place it in a different position on the mother's side of the family. So just give me that guidance there from you. But I also want you to know that this year is for you to tap into your soul and recognize the divine authentic self that you've come to be, recognize your purpose, your passion, and for you to transform yourself. And Levon Aquarius, you are very spiritually gifted, aligned, and attuned, and this is an important time for you to tune in, tap in, and use your gifts of energy to transform everything around you. I feel like, Levon Aquarius, that you're gifted in messages. My spirit guides call it a gift of prophecy. This seems to connect me to the energy around the mother's mother. This is why I asked that question, which is the energy of your grandmother, because this energy of grandmother, mother's mother, makes me feel as if that position, it makes me feel as if they were very spiritually connected. They had a very strong connection with spirit, but with like more of a, I want to call it like a spiritual gospel kind of flair to this. And I feel like there's a very strong prophetic energy that gets handed down from the grandmother's energy. I'm not connecting with the mom as much as I am it's your grandmother's on your dad's side. Okay, so there's a woman connected to your mom who's like your grandmother who passed, so I don't know if there's an aunt, but in the mom's side of the family, there's a strong lineage of spiritual connections, and this is what they're bringing to me on that energy. And when I move into the other side of the family, on the dad's side of the family, your grandmother makes me feel like she was removed from the family, or you weren't able to see her before she passed, like there was some kind of disconnect in distance or timing before you were able to see her before she passed, almost as if maybe when she passed, she was in a different state or country and you couldn't get to see her before she passed. But she's making me feel like she didn't get to say goodbye, and she is very strong in the energy of connecting and watching over. She makes me aware of, if I go to the energy of your dad, I don't have his birthday, but I go to the energy of your dad, I'm feeling as if your dad is kind of compromised in some health issues at this time. Like I feel as if the dad is having some problems in the, I want to call it the levels, so I'm going to say the pressure, sugar or pressure, there's something that's elevated or out of sorts with your dad. And so the grandmother, the mother of your father is making me feel like he's got to pay attention to his health and his levels so that he can stay healthy and strong. Thank you for that question, Levon. Aquarius, thank you so much for joining us here on our Facebook feed. Who else do we have?
We are going to go to Lori Medell. Lori's been feeling stagnant and blocked. May she get some motivational advice, and will next month get better?
Lori Medell, this is a time for you to regroup, and that's why you're feeling stagnant and blocked. This is a time for you to feel as if you are shifting your way of being. This is the time for you to understand that there's a new definition of you, and you have to reevaluate who you are. You're stagnant and blocked because everything that you've done has not taken you any further than where you are. And you're feeling as if there's this heavy weight. You're not sleeping right. Your thoughts aren't clear. And next month does bring in a different energy because you went through a major spiritual transformation. And this spiritual transformation for you is preparing you to create a new way of being for career. So there's a new idea, a new process, or new job opportunity that you're going to create in this latter half of 2020, possibly into 2021, depending on your personal timing. You're directing this. So when you choose to change, change will happen. But you're not feeling strong enough and even worthy enough to create the change that you want. Lori Medell, the time's going to come for you, and I'm going to place you in the energy of September 12th on. From September 12th on, there's a new sense of energy and a little less physical density of this energetic push that is kind of weighing you down. Your body needs a rest. Allow yourself to transform. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Next, we're going to go to Jackie. And Jackie would like to know, what is next for me?
Well, Jackie, what's next for you is a time for you to prepare yourself to reinvent yourself. I know we're kind of stuck in a same old job type environment, but there's something new that comes for you that allows you to create a different flow for yourself. I'm also feeling what comes next for you is something having to do with love and relationships. So there's a new dynamic having to do with finances and revenue of some sort. But I feel like there's a love, partnership, shift for you that kind of deepens in relationships. So there's like a shift in a current relationship that helps you feel more connected to a partner. I also feel like what's next for you is a possible move because there's a time for change that comes for you. And this change that comes for you makes me feel as if you're getting ready for the change. It all seems to kind of come together and makes me feel like the month of April of 2021 kind of brings everything to the forefront, and then things begin to move forward for you. But look for deepening of love relationships and look for the change that you want to happen in your financial outlook, because this is coming for you as well. Thank you so much. We're going to take a minute to kind of change our set. I hope you don't go away, but we're going to change gears because we want to know from you. Do you have an idea? Do you have a word? Do you have a phrase? Do you want to know how to create a different vibration and frequency in your body? Well, we're going to do that for you musically, only Spirit is going to write you a song. Last week, we very successfully wrote so many of our participants their own special song, your own frequency, your own kind of energy. We're going to take some music, we're going to shift our frequency, we're going to shift your vibration, and we're going to tune into the music and the harmony of the universe and see what we've got coming for you. So give us 2 minutes and 2 seconds, and then we will be right back to connect with all of you musically. Don't go away.
All the stories you've heard are not simply fairy tales. They're stories of how love conquers all. love so we can have the light. Let's make the world around it bright. No more rainy days for you and I. Let's build a castle in the sky, so you and I will have something to remember. Let's leave behind the worries and fears, and all the dragons we slayed throughout the years, and all the stories you've heard are not simply fairy tales. They're stories of how love conquers all. Let's build a castle in the sky, so you and I will know our dreams are real. Let's build a castle in the sky, and when the dragons begin to rise, we know we'll be just fine. Let's build a castle in the sky. Let's make the story start to come alive. Our love can conquer all, and we can all believe in castles in the sky. I wonder if you hear me. I wonder if you feel me. I wonder if you know me. I wonder if you'll find me. There are places in life that all of us must go. There are places in life, it's the journey, you know. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna soar. Do you know me? Can you see me? 'Cause I was meant to fly. I know that I might lose my way, but everything is happening as it needs to today. And I know there's a place for me to open my arms, embrace who I am, 'cause I was born to fly. Open my arms and touch the sky. I was born to be me. Do you know me? Can you feel me? I was born to fly. There's a great journey there for all of you. You just got to trust it. No matter what you're going through, the universe is going to deliver you. They know you, they can feel you, they can hear you, and you were born to fly. Who do we have here in our feed? What do we got going on in our conversation?
You know, I think we really want a money song.
Oh, I want money. Lots and lots of money. We're going to work on a money song. What else we got?
All right, let's hear it.
I know I've never written a money song, so I knew when I picked this topic, I was like, all right, we're going to have to really stretch for a money song, but what do we got going on?
Lakeisha Garner Thomas gave us What's to Come. Anita Joseph said, Rain and Money. Florine Kazik told us, Be the Change.
What else we got?
Let's see here. Got Lizette wondering, what career path will I be in, and is it financially worth it?
Read the first three again. And I got 6 running through my head.
That's all right. Lakeisha said, What's to come?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here, this one I missed. Spirit guide me.
sitting here wondering what's to come. Where will I be? What will I become? I'm wondering, but I don't know. I'm sitting here wondering if the angels hear me, wondering if I'll find my way. Where is God anyway? I wonder where I will go. What will I be? I don't know what the story is, but all I know is I'm showing up every day, and times I am down on my knees, wondering, how will I know the answer? Will it come slow or fast? How will I know? I said my prayers and dried my eyes, wondering if anyone heard a word I said, wondering how much longer will it take. I don't know, but I wonder which way I go. But I'll see what tomorrow holds, 'cause I've done all I can today. I wonder what comes my way. What comes my way. There we go. We've got a song, yes indeed. Still waiting for our money song. I know I want money, lots of money, but we want to be rich. We'll see when it comes. Probably give it to us at the end. What do we got going on here, Helena, in the feed?
I'm going to still throw some of those money words at you to inspire that fuel. Anita Joseph said, rain and money, honey. And Karen Martin said, money makes me happy.
Money makes me happy, yes. What else we got?
Isabel Dobson, we missed you. She said, spirit in the sky for me.
Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Ella gave us money is freedom. Tina Calloway gave us divine timing through love and grace. And pennies from heaven, also from Karen.
All right, let's see what we can do, everyone. How do I measure my life? There's no price tag for me. I am precious naturally. I know I'm priceless. How do I measure my life? Not by the dollars in my bank. I just know that money makes it easier. So I hope it heals me. Show me the money, show me the flow. I got so many things I want to do, you know. I believe that I am worthy of everything I want. So show me the money, 'cause it's mine. Make it rain money all the time. There we go. We got our money song. Well, we're going to open up to some healing. I hope you all join me. A little southern thing going on here. They're going to show us the money. But we're going to open up and kind of clear the energy around you. Just kind of clear your thoughts. Kind of our way of closing with a spiritual, musical meditation. So go ahead and kind of write down what you want to create. Maybe write down what you want to release. Who's got something they want to release? Put it in the feed. We're going to open up. Take a nice breath. Full moon's coming on Wednesday. Just breathe. Open up your breath. Holy, holy, I am. holy I am. Breathe the breath of life and remember that you're holy. You are meant to have abundant life, freedom, peace, joy, harmony. Release everything that no longer serves you. Trust that your angels and your guides, they've got your back, and that you're fully supported. And there's nothing that you dream of or think of that is impossible. Take the limited stinking thinking off your plate and just move yourself forward in the direction of your desires and know that something magical is going to happen. You have to feel it, and then you can believe it. See the completion of your desires and know that you are abundant beyond measure, and the current of abundance flows to you with ease and grace. It is an infinite supply. It is always available for you. Just in the asking, it will always be given. Trust in that and know that you are forever loved in this energy of divine supreme essence. We want to thank you all for joining us here on our Sunday Funday. We wish you the very best. We know the full moon's coming on Wednesday, so let it go. Anything that doesn't serve you, because this is the time when the rubber hits the road, and we all got to get going in the direction of what we want to create, because it's time for you to shine your light. Thank you so much for being a part of this experience. Thank you, Helena, for assisting us today, and we are appreciative of your following. Catch us on Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. right here on Facebook, right on YouTube. Listen to us on WWNN on your iHeart Radio app. Thanks so much. God bless you. Happy Sunday Funday. And oh, by the way, universe, show me the money. See you later. And I am Sarah Spiritual. So